The Rams' new logo and now new uniforms have been met with some public backlash. Some of that coming from Rams legend and friend of the show, Eric Dickerson, who joins us now. Eric, it is so good to have you. We have missed you around here on Undisputed. Oh.
Good morning.
Okay.
I miss all you guys, too.
We're so glad to have you with us. But I got to ask, ED, you've been a little critical of the new logo, of the uniforms. Tell us why.
Well, first of all, they called and asked our opinion. They called and, wanted to get our opinion on what we thought of the logo first. And we looked at that. And they said, be honest. And I just told them what I thought of the logo. I mean, I didn't think the logo was indicative of the Los Angeles Rams. And then a couple of days ago, they wanted us to look at the uniforms. And it was the same thing. And look, the uniforms are what the uniforms are. But let's go back to the history of the Rams. The Rams were the first team to have a logo, the horn on their helmet. And the Rams came to LA in 1946. They were the first team in Los Angeles before the Dodgers and the Lakers. And I think that horn is just so iconic with the football team. I mean, our uniforms, you think about Deacon Jones, you think about the Fearsome Foursome, you think about Jack Youngblood, Jackie Slater, all the great players we had. And it's almost you're taking away the history, of the Los Angeles Rams. And look, I understand that if they want to change the colors, I like the colors. I do like the colors. But I think the main thing, I just asked them, why would you touch the horn? I mean, why would you touch the horn? And then you asked us after the fact, and I got to get Marshall Falk was on the call, and Marshall said, he's going to ask the question, he said, like any business, if someone wants to take credit, who do we look to, who do we blame for this? And there was a guy on the call, he said, well, I guess you blame me. In a sense, he said, so who did you talk? You talked to former players, current players about the logo and the uniform. Did you talk to anybody? He said, no, well, we talked to people in the office. We talked to women, which is fine, in the office, but we didn't talk to any players. I'm like, to me, that didn't make sense. Why ask us after the fact? I mean, look, I love my football team. And Skip, I want to thank you for giving me the name, the ambassador, because I love it. I stick up for that name. I take it from my fans, and I try to do, the fans want to hear. I mean, look, our fans are passionate about their football team, their logo. I would ask you, Skip, this is for you. What if the Cowboys took the star off the Dallas Cowboy helmet? And so please put Cowboys on there.
So, Eric, I did give you that nickname because you do live and die for your Rams. So I must admit, when I read your remarks from your radio interview yesterday, I was shocked that you publicly condemned these uniforms. But I did not know that they had sought your approval. Well, but they'd already decided that it's all out of order, that you didn't really get any input. They'd already decided this is the way it's going to be. So I was shocked at how critical you were because you still work with and for the team, and yet you weren't really consulted before they released the new uniform. So now I have sympathy for you, and I'm on your side. At first, I was shocked that you were hypercritical of this, but they didn't really ask your opinion until it was too late. Right?
Exactly. I asked them when they showed them to us. I said, okay, can they change them? If we don't like them, they said, no, we're not changing them. I'm like, well, why ask us? This is the purpose to ask it. This. And if they would have asked me, this is what I would have said. Let's make this fun. Let's do this for LA. Let's bring in some of the great artists that we have in Los Angeles, and let's have a contest. Let's take the top 50. Now let's go down to the top 30, the top 20. The top 10, the top 5, and the top 2 and top 1. Let's say take those artists and say we're going to let you pick our logo. We're going to work with you to pick our logo, and we're going to give you say $50,000 in season tickets for life. That would have been over so great in LA with our fans. I mean, because that way the fans were in it. I mean, and you talk to the fans, they said their thing is we like the colors, but why mess with the horn? I mean, it doesn't look like and I told the guy on the phone, I said, this doesn't look like a horn anymore. I mean, and, it's not my time. My time is the past, and all the players that wore that horn, it passed. It's Aaron Donald's time. It's Jalen Ramsey's time. It's Robert Woods' times. It's their time. but I still think that that horn was iconic. It's an iconic piece of the Los Angeles Rams football team, and now we've lost that.
Edie, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the colors, and so I need you to get me an Aaron Donald jersey autograph. I appreciate that. So the problem that you have is that they tinker with the horn because it looked like they broke the horn. It's not a single horn. It's like two half horns that's not connected. So if they would have just left the horn intact, bring new colors, brighter colors, you would have been okay with that. You just have a problem with the horn being a half horn, not a complete horn.
100%, Shannon. You said it. That's my problem. And I think that's the problem with all the fans. The colors I like. I do like. I like the bone. I like the bright colors. And on the shield shoulder a little bit wider. You know, the ram curve a little bit wider. But that's not my call. But the horn on the helmet, why mess with that? I just feel like that's a no-no. That was my main issue. And Skip, you said it. They didn't ask us. You know, let's work together. It was after the fact. You see it. I said, okay, so can they change it? No, we're not changing. Okay, so do we stop?
Well, they should never. They shouldn't even ask you then.
Pretty much everybody on that call, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Falk, all the guys felt pretty much the same. You know, the horn. Why mess with the horn?
Man. So, Eric, while we have you, you did bring up my Cowboys. We haven't been able to get your opinion of how the Dak contract stalemate will play out. How do you see it ending? Good or bad?
Well, I'll say this much here. You know, I like Jerry Jones, you know, and I respect the Cowboys, even though I'm not a Cowboy fan. And I just feel like that when you hear the offer, and you don't know all the details of the offer's a good offer. I mean, it's a great offer, matter of fact, from a guy who was, you know, a fourth-round draft pick. And I'm not saying that because I like Dak. I think Dak can be a great quarterback. But I think that offer is a great offer. And the thing is, Skip, he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. You're going to make so much more money off the field. It's like look at Tony Romo. Tony makes $18 million a year, you know, after football. So think about, are you going to argue over another, and I'm not saying it's not my money, $5 or $10 million, but Jerry's that kind of owner, like, okay, I make you a fair offer, very fair, and if you don't want to take it, we'll just step back. And if they would just say, look, we're going to go with Andy Dalton, we're going to save $15 million, and we'll put that money somewhere on our defense and help our team, you know, you're playing with fire because, I mean, being a Cowboy, and I hate to say this, Skip, you know I do, being a Cowboy has a great, great value. It really does. You know, and being in Dallas and being the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
E.G., you of all people should know, after having held out twice, living in L.A., you wanted a raise because you felt you wanted what you deserved. They thought they were giving you fair market value. You said, I want more money. You were living in L.A., and you end up going to Indy, and you going to talk about this man got fair offer paying in Dallas.
Well,